Hello and welcome back to part 2 of the Burrito of Legend. Now, if you haven't noticed a trend here, it's because I'm using all the rosters, the whole entire thing of people that are in the Floral Resort. Oh god, it is really hot. Anyways, last we left Kips, Joel, and Jiku. They had just taken out Sweet Tooth. They'd gotten his mask, and I need some fun stuff. So, Lush tells Kips, Joel, and Jiku that the next evil bastard that you have to defeat is back over at the defunct Radio Shack. But it's not the same defunct Radio Shack. It's sprouted legs, so it has to keep going. That is not a good feeling. So, Kips takes stock of how everyone's doing, and they aren't feeling too well. Skylight and Images, even though they didn't really do much, they kind of sprained one of their ankles each. With Images, it was the left one. With Skylight, it was the right one. So they had to call an ambulance, which unfortunately didn't deliver pizza to the construction site that they were in. Meanwhile, Morbidity and Not Lush, they had their own thing going on. They had a COD game to get to. It was kind of a Midtown Rush kind of deal. So, after taking care of Skylight and Images, which they caught a ride from Not Lush's neighbor, and he was like, "Yeah, come on in, I'll take you to where you need to go." Kips, Jove, and Jiku, they said their goodbyes, and they traveled for another 7 days, which would put us at the 30th, which would put us at the 30th, actually the 31st, at around, I'm gonna say 4:45 p.m. It's on a Wednesday, and they get back to the defunct Radio Shack, and the first thing they notice is that the Voltron, the crappy deluxe Voltron that wasn't there at first, he's behind the counter working on something. He wasn't in the telemood to tell Kips what he was and wasn't working on. He was like, "Hey, I'm making pancakes," and Kips was like, "Alright, pancakes." And GQ and Joe were like, hey, we're looking for 10 evil bastards. We've already got Bob Hoskins and Sweet Tooth down. We just need 10 more. Do you know where another evil bastard is? And Voltron's playing it cool. He's like, "Oh no, boy, I don't know where no evil bastard is. You want to have some flapjacks?" And, they were like, no, man, we just need to know where the hell the next evil bastard is. And Voltron keeps pressing, "You want some flapjacks?" These flapjacks were the stuff of legends that if Kips, Jove, and Jiku had those flapjacks, then it would just be the most mind-blowingly awesome thing in the world. So it just keeps inching closer and closer and closer, going, "You want some flapjacks? Flapjacks? Flapjacks?" And Kips goes, "Fine, fuck it, we'll take your goddamn flapjacks." And he's like, "Yay! Now I can pay for my robotic hamster ball. Party over here." And so they're eating the flapjacks, and all of a sudden Voltron goes, "I may be the fan of the universe, but fuck you, those aren't flapjacks. Those are cow pies." And Jiku goes, "Oh, you son of a bitch, you are such an evil bastard." And Voltron's like, "That's right, motherfucker. I'm the fan of the universe and an evil bastard. What the fuck you gonna do?" And they're like, "Alright, we're gonna defeat you. So out of, Kip's magic satchel, he pulls out like a grenade with legs and arms, like really, really beefy arms. Like the only thing the grenade actually focused on whenever he went to Gold's gym is like arm day. So he's like, I am a grenade. Look at me, be mighty. Ugh. And so the grenade, lobs itself at Voltron. Voltron just swats it out of the air. Meanwhile, Kips pulls out like this old Pontiac Grand Am, like a tiny toy model of it, and it's got like this badass mohawk, one eye hanging out the side of its, headlight. The theme from Tailspin plays every time it honks the horn. A whole bunch of different things about it. And the Grand Am's like, "Hey, I'm a Grand Am. Look at me, big Grand Am, and everything else." And Kips is like, "I'm gonna throw this Grand Am at you," and he throws the Grand Am at Voltron. Voltron's like, "No, a Grand Am! I'm a giant space bug. What are you gonna do with the Grand Am?" And the Grand Am's like, "I'm gonna run into your throat repeatedly. We gonna have some fun." Hold on. Is it recording? Yeah, recording. And so Voltron's like, "No, Peach, get back here," because a tiny Pidgey, appeared on his phone. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm playing Pokemon Go. Where are my Pokeballs?" And the Pokeballs just dropped from beneath his legs, and he's like, "I'm going through robot puberty. Ow!" And for some reason, his voice transformed itself into a not Michael Bay movie with explosions, and turned into Uncle Ruckus for some reason. So there's this fat version. Hi, friends. Hi. Get back. Oh, fuck. So there's this fat version of Voltron, and he's kind of heavy set. He's in the wheelchair. He's going, "Voltron, defender of the universe." And all of a sudden, Space Batman's like, "Space Justice!" And Kip's like, "Where the fuck did you come from?" And Space Batman's like, "My parents are dead." And, there's like a lot of undue drama at this point. Meanwhile, Joe looks around the corner and he sees an evil bastard. It's dressed like V from Vendetta if V was like a giant, morbidly obese clown, and all those colorful, but the clown was albino, and all those colorful splotches weren't that puffy shirt. They were just, ketchup, mustard, relish, blueberry jam, syrup, orange soda, a whole bunch of ugly stuff. And the clown's like, "Viva Victoria! I'm gonna throw a pie." And he rears back and he starts to throw the pie, and all of a sudden, Joe's like, "Watch out!" And before the pie even leaves his hand, Floral Distant tosses a ballistic knife, and back of it, the part with the trigger, hits the clown in the head. The ballistic knife fires back at Distant. It misses him by a millimeter, and then nails a second clown that's getting ready to do horrible, awful balloon tricks with parts of Distant that are better left out of the story. And Distant's like, "Yeah, badass like that." And both clowns explode into piles of confetti and fire, because that's all they are, confetti and fire. They don't teach you that in clown school, but that's truly what they are. Hold on. So, Deku's like, "Distant, where the hell you been, man? Where the hell you been?" And Distant's like, "Dude, I found a couple of evil bastards. They were powerful. They had these giant super moves. One was called a Kame Hadouken Serious Punch, and the other was like, a Rob Schneider DVD thrown at me at half the speed a DVD needs to be thrown." Anyways, the DVD hurt really, really bad, but I didn't stay around for the Kame Hadouken Serious Punch. And Kips goes, "Well, okay, man, okay, I got this. We need to defeat Fat Voltron over there, because he's giving us blueberry pancakes but they aren't blueberry pancakes. They're cow pies. And you know, we sat there for an hour and a half eating what we thought was pancakes, but they turned out to be cow pies. And Distant was like, motherfucking evil bastard. And Joel was like, I know, right? And Chico's like, well, what we need to do is we need to go over to Fat Voltron and pound his ass in, because right now he's chasing a Pidgey, but he's in a wheelchair, and the wheelchair wheels are rusted, so he's not really going anywhere. He's just swiping Pokeballs, just, you know, yeah, bruh, and so, you know, Distance like, oh, well, okay, man, okay, we can do this kind of thing. So they tried to, you know, go over to Fat Voltron. Ooh. Fat Voltron's like, what do you want? I'm in the middle of having chicken wings and barbecue sauce. And Distance like, dude, we need that Pidgey. Don't catch that Pokemon. We need that Pidgey. And, you know, Voltron's face mask opens up, and it turns out that it's Floral Cluey's, and Cluey's is like, fuck you, man, I need this. And then he shuts the faceplate again. He's like, bitch, I'm a defender of the universe, motherfucker. Get my bourbon. Crap hands. And all of a sudden, his two robot hands turn to giant turds, and they act like drills. And so Kips is like, oh my god, I can't believe Cluey's would do that to us, you know? And Distance like, well, I did. I actually bet with Ice Fossa a while back about, you know, how this crap might have been going down. And Ice Fossa was like, dude, Cluey's is totally going to dress up like Fat Voltron at a defunct Radio Shack on 3/31 at 4:45 p.m. and he's just gonna mess with a whole bunch of people. Also, he has a strange addiction to blueberry pancakes, and Cluey's is like, I'm burrowing the shit out of this place, and Gibson is like, you're right, you are. What the fuck is that? And he's like, petrified shit drills. Nah. I just got what I said, and I'm kind of horrified. Oh god, no, my pen, my magical pen, the fucking thing there. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Alrighty, I got my pen back. And, Distance like, yeah, man, yeah, I get it, you know. He's been acting a little strange. I don't know why they turned him into an evil bastard like they did, but apparently he's more powerful than ever. Because, you know, he's got Hyper Beam and Ice Chest. And, you know, Kips is like, well, what do you mean ice chesticles? And Cluey's like, I've got frozen boobs, woo! And, you know, he goes to reveal them, and all they are just two ice cubes, you know, hastily scotch taped to the middle of his chest. Not even tastily done, too. It's just like, right there. And he's like, ice boobs! And Distance like, dude, don't even, man, don't even. We just need the Pidgey, and then we can leave you on your way. After all, aren't you on your way to raid from Nuketown? And he's like, yeah, man, yeah. Totally. Hold on. So, Distant, you know, he kind of coddles Cluey for a bit, and he's like, dude, we really don't want to destroy you, but we are going to have to rip off that evil robot armor off you. And Cluey's like, help me, it's so cramped, and Pidgey keeps touching me in places behind the knee. Why does he keep touching me behind the knee? And Pidgey's like, because you're fucker. And Pidgey's just not very nice at all. So the first thing they do is, you know, they pull out the magic sword from Kips's satchel, and he's like, by the power invested in me, fuck you. And all of a sudden, Eon's ER pops out of nowhere, out of like the second half of the split apart Voltron armor, and he's like, "Oh God, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I can't believe I've been stuck in that fat Voltron armor with Clues for 5 years now. 5 years. You have no idea. He keeps shoving pancakes in my face. I'm like, I don't want any pancakes. I don't want any pancakes. You keep making pancakes. You keep telling me, you want pancakes? And I'm like, no, I'm full. I've already had too many pancakes as it is, and it's just been messed up. I have never shit so many blueberries before in my life. It's like I'm constantly eating Smurfs. That's how blue my shit is. It's depressed. It's emotionally unstable. It is poop from the emo side. And all of a sudden in the distance you hear, hello, how are you? Da 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 do do do. I've gotta take a blue poo, and I say just what to know, because it's everyone just gotta be like this, because everyone's so hello from the blue poop side. And it turns out that ER was like holding in a massive Smurf turd for the longest time, because he had just snarfed down a bag of marshmallows, and then this blueberry pancake madness happened, and all of a sudden, there's a blue piece of shit ready to just be launched out like the world's laziest TIE fighter. And Kips is like, we need to get you to the bathroom, and he's like, too late, I used the left leg. And Clue is like, oh, that's what smells so bad. And he's like, yeah, and I used the right leg. Oh. And Clues is like, why, man? Why, ER? Why did you do that? And the answer's like, because Harambe, motherfucker. Harambe. And so, they take the shit puke filled right leg of Fat Voltron, and they've got Bob Hoskins' hat, Sweet Tooth's mask, and now Fat Voltron's puke shit filled left leg. It was the right leg, but then they dumped the puke shit into the left leg, and stuffed inside Kips's satchel. Also, they left the sword there because after a while it starts quoting, showing Adam Sandler movies, and no one needed that bullshit. Absolutely no one wanted that kind of thing. So they're traveling for about 3 days. So April 4th, and they get to this broken down 7-Eleven mobile weapons platform, with Gatling slushy machines and cauldrons filled with weirdly boiling nacho cheese, and there's a guy named Tad in the corner who all he does is flip through the same magazine, but not even just the whole magazine. It's actually just one page that keeps on going, ha 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 ha, and after a while, ER goes, you know what? That's the guy. That's the guy you need. His name's Tad, and he's kind of a recluse, but he's a really evil bastard. And Kips is like, he doesn't seem that bad, he's giving me a discount card for Amazon Prime, and I need that shit because I've got editing to do, and there's this new version of Sony Vegas. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Tad just up and Rochambeaus the shit out of Kips, like right in the crotch, like in such a way that if 2 steel statues were nearby, they would instantly gain sentience and buckle over from just how much pain they would be in if Tad, the mobile weapons 7-Eleven clerk, decided to just up and knee them in the crotch, just like. And everything else, and he's like, I'm an evil bastard, bitch. What the fuck you want? And Jiku goes, dude, we need your monster truck magazine. He's like, no, I need it to flip the page on. That's my only existence worth go. Flipping that page just over and over. If I don't, the moose will come through the slush machine, and all my Transformers toys will turn into Harry Potter books, and no one wants to live the prisoner of Azkaban toilet scene ever again. Fuck that ghost. Fuck that ghost so hard. And then all of a sudden in the distance they hear and all of a sudden they see a giant badass marshmallow man go, who's afraid of no ghosts? And Kip's like, fuck this. So he pulls out the sword again. By the power invested in me, fuck all of you. And so the marshmallow man burst into two, smaller caramel men, and like, we're gonna stick all over you. We're gonna be like your worst Facebook friends ever. The ones that comment on pictures that have nothing to do with them and they don't know the context behind the situation. Yeah, those guys, we're stuck on you. And so the two caramel guys, they lob themselves at Kips, and he's thinking to himself, holy fuck, what the shit? One tick. When all of a sudden, Mikey FR pops into the frame with like twin Gatling flamethrowers, which is the most oxymoronic thing in the world for him to have. But you know what? Gatling flamethrowers, how badass is that? And there are two of them. So he turns the two caramel guys into like sopping puddles of blood and gore. Because apparently they weren't made entirely out of caramel. They were just two guys that happened to be dropped into a vat of caramel, and they were just wanting to give Kips a hug, a sticky hug that would have attracted ants. So, Jiku runs over to Mikey, and he's like, Mikey, buddy, pal, where the hell have you been? And at this point, distant clues in ER. They had their own things to do, and Mikey's like, well, I've been standing here all day just waiting for you guys to get here, because you want to know what? Battling, giant marshmallow men from crappy Ghostbusters reboots, it's not the greatest thing in the world, and you know what? I believed in the power of Harambe, and it just got me through. Also, that defunct Radio Shack, Fat Voltron gave me the sweet-ass deal on these twin Gatling flamethrowers. So, you know what? How is Fat Voltron doing anyways? And Kips silently just points to Cluey's and ER, and he's like, they were Fat Voltron. And Mikey's like, no way, really? Holy shit, I did not even know that was possible. Oh, that's great. So, where to next? And Job is like, well, we got Bob Hoskins' hat, Sweet Tooth's mask, Voltron's left shit puke-filled leg, and I guess we can take the weirdly inappropriate Ghostbusters sign that happens to be shaped at like this one YouTuber Keemstar's asshole, because he has a thing for him, and all of a sudden it hits Kips like a bolt of lightning out of the blue. Like, that's exactly where we need to go, man. We need to go over to Keemstar because he's the 9th evil bastard that we have to face. So they bring out their smartphones, and they're on Twitter texting Keemstar, fuck you, you evil bastard, give us your fucking beard, we need your beard. Also, fuck you, you bearded bastard. So they wait a while, and after a couple of days, it is now the 8th of April, and it's late into the night. Hold on. Anyways, and Mikey looks back at Clues and ER, and they're getting into distance. Magic fart helicopter is powered by farts. Everything is just powered by farts, and disappointment and Golden Globe nominees or nominations, because that's just how Hollywood works. So they get to Mikey's like, well, hold on, we need to do something special here. And so all of a sudden, hentai genre is like, dude, what's up? Tentacle porn. And everyone just freezes. Their faces just go. Everything else. And meanwhile, Tad's on the 7-Eleven platform going, ah, fuck you, eat my cheese. And Kips is like, this is not the time, Mikey. This will never be the time. And Mikey's like, yeah, well, fuck you. Sorry, Tad, not Mikey. And Mikey's like, what the fuck did I do? That guy's over there insulting you. And Kips is like, not the point. You're the direction I'm facing, and I got confused. Meanwhile, in the distance, hentai genre is just riding a giant wave of razor blade lined tentacles, and he's like, yeah, tentacle surfing, hoo hoo! And then a flock of ninjas flaps his way like, we got just like this, just uneven flapping all over the place. And they're like, we're gonna dive, Koto no Jutsu, tampon string. And so the ninjas are diving at Ice Fossa, and shit's just getting fucking insane. Like, even Mikey's having a tough time setting the assholes on fire, and they're like, we're just innocent babysitters. And Mikey's like, fuck you, you're flying ninjas, asshole, that's kind of worse. And one of the ninjas like, well, I'm a spider. And Mikey just pauses for a minute, brings out an actual Gatling gun, and just rips that son of a bitch apart. Because if there's one thing worse than a spider, it's a ninja spider. And if there's one thing more terrifying than that, it's a ninja spider that flies. But the ninja behind him goes, oh yeah, well, I'm a clown. And Kips just presses a button and unleashes a torrent of nuclear fire that ultimately obliterates the clown ninja. And that's exactly where I'm gonna end this episode. So time for the outro. Boop. Peace.